I'm Trevor Alonzo, and I'll be your host for this evening. Tonight we come together to support the Super Museum in Metropolis, Illinois. We show our support by watching an evening of Max Fleischer's Superman cartoons. We will watch all 17 in order. In between each of the cartoons, we'll have segments about the Superman Museum. Due to COVID-19, they had to close their doors for a couple of months, which is a shame because they do a lot not only for Superman, but for the town of Metropolis as well. I try to think of the best way to describe the museum, but they already did on their website, so I'll read it. Here's their description of the museum. The world-famous Superman Museum officially opened in 1993 in the Man of Steel's official hometown of Metropolis, Illinois on Superman Square. The museum features over 70,000 items from the life's work of longtime Superman enthusiast and collector Jim Hambrick, who assembled one of the greatest collections of Superman memorabilia in the world. Among the items showcased in the museum from the iconic superhero's 75 years plus history are virtually every Superman toy ever produced, as well as movie props and promotional material from all the Superman movies and TV series, including Smallville and Man of Steel, and one of the only George Reeves Superman costumes still in existence. The museum is organized around particular eras and portrayals of Superman, spanning television, movies, and comics, and is changed frequently to encourage repeat visitors. The Super Museum has received many honors, as well as including being awarded the #1 small town attraction in America. It has also been proudly featured on television shows, such as The Daily Show, Entertainment Tonight, Extra, Treasures in Your Home, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, Koval's on Collecting, TNN, Entertainment Television, and Unsolved Mysteries, as well as dozens of other documentaries and news programs around the world. If you ever have the opportunity to travel to Metropolis, Illinois, we invite you to stop by the Super Museum for some super fun for the entire family. Please go to their website. There will be a link below, supermuseum.com. It's amazing that Jim Hambrick started his collection as a child with one Superman lunchbox. From there, his collection grew and grew until it became the museum that it is today. Not only is he preserving comic book history of Superman, he is also preserving film and television history as well. Also a huge part of pop culture. During our next break, I'll tell you about the Superman Museum Brick Program, which is set up for the goal of expanding the museum itself. Without further ado, here is the first Max Fleischer Superman cartoon, titled Superman from 1941. Please enjoy.
In the endless reaches of the universe, there once existed a planet known as Krypton, a planet that burned like a green star in the distant heavens. There, civilization was far advanced and had brought forth a race of supermen whose mental and physical powers were developed to the absolute peak of human perfection. But there came a day when giant quakes threatened to destroy Krypton forever. One of the planet's leading scientists, sensing the approach of doom, placed his infant son in a small rocket ship and sent it hurtling in the direction of the Earth just as Krypton exploded. The rocket ship sped through star-studded space, landing safely on Earth with its precious burden, Krypton's sole survivor. A passing motorist found the uninjured child and took it to an orphanage. As the years went by and the child grew to maturity, he found himself possessed of amazing physical powers. Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. The infant of Krypton is now the man of steel, Superman. To best be in a position to use his amazing powers in a never-ending battle for true justice, Superman has assumed the skies of Clark Kent, mild-mannered reporter for a great metropolitan newspaper.
Kent, I want to see you. Just received another threatening note.
Okay, Mr. White.
Lois, another note from the mad scientist.
Coming in, Chief.
Now listen to this warning. He plans to strike tonight. Beware, you fools. My electrothanasia ray strikes tonight at 12. Total destruction will come to those who laughed at me and failed to heed my warning. Beware, I strike at midnight. This nut may prove dangerous. Kent, you help Lois follow up her lead. She may have an angle on this thing.
Yes, sir.
But, Chief, I'd like the chance to crack the story on my own.
Well, no.
Thanks, Chief.
But, Lois... Chief, don't you think that's a dangerous mission?
Come.
I'm a reporter for the...
So, you want a story? I'll give you the greatest story of destruction the world has ever known. that for a story, Miss Lane?
Ash, true to his threat, the mad scientist, whose warnings have held the city in a grip of terror, went on his rampage of destruction on the stroke of midnight. The deadly impact of his mysterious ray smashed the famous Tower Bridge, hurling cars and pedestrians into the river below. The police have warned everyone to remain in their homes.
This looks like a job for Superman.
Congratulations, Lois. That was a great scoop.
Yes, Chief, thanks to Superman.
The Super Museum's brick fundraiser, which is being called the Ham Brick Project, a play on the words referencing the founder of the museum, Jim Hambrick. This fundraising project's goal is to expand the Super Museum's exhibits, preserve the items within the museum, and help beautify the Metropolis town square. Please go to their website, supermuseumbrickprogram.com. There will be a link down below. This also gives the people the opportunity to show their love for Superman as well, with a customized individual handbrick will be inserted into the sidewalks surrounding the Super Museum. This gives you or your family a chance to leave a mark on the city, which is visited by thousands of Superman fans every June for the Superman celebration. Names, businesses, and personal sentiments can be memorialized on each engraved brick. Or you can choose a special Sponsor a Superman program for custom bricks engraved with celebrity names, quotes, or etch portraits of Superman or other images for the sidewalk. This is Superman's version of the Hollywood Boulevard, but you are the star. Remember, this is to expand the Super Museum as well as beautify the town of Metropolis. So please visit the website below. Thank you, and on to the cartoons.
Up in the sky, look! It's a bird! It's a plane! It's Superman!
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound, this amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Empowered with X-ray vision, possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
Lois, what are you doing here?
Oh, just getting the woman's angle on this story.
The mechanical monster! Look out!
air travel?
Now, you wait here. I'll phone this in. Yes, I'll give you the details later, Chief. All right, Lois. Lois! This is a job for Superman.
What a story this is going to make.
The jewels. What have you done with the jewels?
You'll read about it in tomorrow's paper.
Are you going to tell me what happened to those jewels? Won't tell me. You'll soon change your mind. Superman! Step and she's doomed.
That's a wonderful story, Lois.
Thanks, Clark, but I owe it all to Superman.
Jim Hambrick. Jim Hambrick, of course, how would you best describe exactly your involvement?
I guess the keeper of Superman.
You are the curator?
Yes, the curator of the Superman Museum, and that's going to Metropolis, and the grand opening is going to be in February of 1993.
And, of course, a lot of the memorabilia that's down here,
It's from the museum and from my personal collection, yes.
All right, and, of course, you've been a fan, obviously.
About 32 years.
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound, this amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
Sorry I can't go with you, Lois, but I have another story to cover.
Oh, that's all right, Clark. I'll see you in the office.
This looks like a job for Superman.
Superman.
Uncanny how Superman turns up just when you need him.
I didn't even get a chance to thank him.
Now, this is from Jim's collection, from Cy Simonson. What they did is they took a body mold of George's body, obviously. He'd lay on top of this. The costume was, in fact, put over it. Had a large steel pole that came out here, and they would tilt it to make him bank for flying shots, go down, and so forth. Look completely realistic because the blue mat behind it, you couldn't see the pole, and no wires were required. So that's why it looks so
So that's
nice
why he's always moving back,
Right.
listing to the left, listing to the right.
And in some cases, the flying sequences look better from a 51 TV series than they do in the Christopher Reeves movie.
Yes, they
there's
do.
No matte lines
Yes, they
and so
do.
forth.
And what are some of the other things we have? We're going to show them now. Let's do that. Do we just have a camera do it? Yes. All right. So watch. Let's all of us here watch our little monitors, and then we'll see what we're looking at. Am I correct? First, we're going to start with a poster that is down at your far end, John, on the other side of you. That is...
That's Superman in Exile, and what they did was they bridged 3 television episodes together and created their feature and sent it overseas to Australia, and it was a full feature. But what they'd actually done is bridged 3 episodes together, and this is a promotional one-sheet for those 3 episodes, The Face and the Voice, Superman in Exile, and Case of the Whistling Bird.
Was that successful?
It was very successful overseas, yes, because they didn't have access to the television show over there.
Yeah, for the European markets, they assumed that these were actual
Brand
feature
new
films
features.
as
Really?
opposed to a TV series, because the TV series was not playing. So,
Did it ever play overseas? Is it playing over there now?
All over the world.
there isn't a place in the world you can't see it now.
What you're seeing now is actually the only surviving balsa wood baseball bat. George used to go on a state and county fair tour, and of course they had a guy named Mr. Kryptonite, and he was dressed in a black suit, and George would be on stage there saving Lois, and Mr. Kryptonite would walk up behind him and pound him over the head with this balsa wood baseball
Here, hit my
bat.
hand. Look at this is what you're
Yeah,
looking
it's very
at. It's a
light.
balsa wood.
It's made out of balsa wood, but this is the only one known to exist. It's
It
a
looks
surviving
realistic.
baseball
It
bat.
would break in pieces, and it'd be very dramatic.
And that would be Superman, of
Right.
course. He can handle that, right?
Up in the sky, look! It's a bird! It's a plane! It's Superman!
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound, this amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent. Penetrating deep into the frozen wastes of the great Arctic plains, an archaeological expedition searching for prehistoric fossils makes an amazing discovery. A huge monster, as lifelike in appearance as when it roamed the Earth millions of years ago in the Mesozoic Age, is found frozen in the ice in a state of perfect preservation. Constantly handicapped by the hazardous sub-zero elements, the scientists and their band of tireless workers succeed in removing the mammoth creature from the frozen pit. The ice-encased monster is loaded into the hold of a huge freighter equipped with a special refrigeration plant and brought to this country. Here, in a specially constructed wing of the Museum of Natural Science, this awe-inspiring creature is displayed to the public for the first time.
And you mean to say that if the ice were permitted to thaw, there's a possibility the monster might still be alive? Thank you, Professor.
Yes, Chief.
Lois, there's a new angle on that frozen monster story. Get over to the museum and see what's doing. They've got him in a special refrigerator.
Okay, Chief.
Oh, Lois, want me to go over there with you?
No, thanks. You'd probably faint if you saw the monster. You scare so easily.
Maybe she's right, but Superman hasn't fainted yet.
And produces the necessary refrigeration. The control board is downstairs. I'll show it. The entire plant is operated from this board. The thermometer must be watched constantly, as any rise in temperature might prove dangerous.
That door switches!
Boy, what a story.
right, everybody. Step lively, please. Use the nearest exit. Please, folks, keep moving. We have to clear this room at once.
That's what he thinks.
Police headquarters. Hello, Chief. Send the riot squad. We're in trouble.
Hello, Planet. Give me the city desk. Hurry!
Some men down here. Attention, all cars. Proceed to Fifth and Main at once.
Chief, Lois is in the museum.
Better get over there, Kent.
Right. This looks like a job for Superman. Lois.
Superman.
You'd better get back to your office where you'll be safe. I've got some work to do.
Yes, sir. And this the best story in years? Swell chance.
This time, stay put.
Yes, my lord. And thanks.
You showed plenty of courage getting that monster story, Lois.
Thanks, but where were you?
Me? Oh, I must have fainted.
What else do you have?
Well,
we've got on. Where are we going? We're going up the suit.
Okay.
Ah, yes.
You're looking at the brown and gray, we call it. It's actually the suit that was used for the black and white episodes. They were filmed in black and white, and they couldn't use color at that point. Actually, the brown and gray came out clearer, whereas you can see, very clearly the S. Whereas if they would have used a red S with a blue background, it would have
which were the official colors.
Right. Yes. Yeah, but when you had black and white television back at that point, it didn't matter.
Well, that just ruined me forever.
Yeah. This happens to be George's life mask. This was taken off his face while he was alive.
forward a little bit.
Yes.
That way. That's there.
And we believe it was made during Face and the Voice, where they had to apply makeup. He played 2 roles in that episode, and they used the mask to get the makeup correct without the need of him being there, his presence.
Gave him a cauliflower nose to look like a boxer.
This gets back to Chuck's statement, of course, he was chiseled. I mean, that face was just about chiseled out. He had perfect features.
Yeah.
We were going to be now having some of the boots that he wore.
Yeah, these are interesting. The boots were actually passed down by Kirk Allen. It just goes to show you the kind of money they spent back in those days on costumes and things. But Kirk Allen, when he did the role in 1948 and 1950, his boots laced up the side. And if you see the serials, or if you have them, you'll notice that they have lace going up the side. Well, what they did was they covered up the lace holes. They took the laces out, covered up the holes, and sewed a piece of leather over it, suede leather, and then put the zipper in the back. And then they gave Kirk's boots to George. So they both the guys wore the same boots. And these are they're in pretty good shape, but they've got a little bit of miles on them.
What, is this for formal?
Oh, yeah, this
exactly.
Is formal. These were actually the only known pair of boots remaining from the color episodes, and they're actually basically the same. The heels, this is interesting because actually the inside of the shoe goes up to about here, so it did make George a little taller, and of course...
well, that's what it was. I mean, you were saying he was 6 foot, 6'1".
With help.
Yeah, there's the help.
There's the help. And then, of course, the zippers, what's left of the zippers in the back. But all in all, pretty decent shape for being as old as they are.
Very good.
Yeah, 1956.
What else do we have? Do we have anything else we'd like to show?
This is here. What we have here is a TV guide from 1953.
Let me see it. I'll hold that.
And it's George's Superman there on the cover, and there's a story inside, and that's a very rare one. That sells now for anywhere between $400 and $600, depending on the condition.
You're kidding.
Yeah. And
none of these shows are playing anymore.
Right.
Wouldn't do you any good.
No.
But
more of something to frame and put on your wall, I guess.
I would get thousands of phone calls. It wasn't on.
Yeah, that's from '53.
The first TV guide had a picture of Lucille Ball's kid.
That's right.
That's the only one that's more valuable than this one.
Really?
That was the first one, right?
The first one, if you've got those, and a couple of bucks each on those if you bring them down. Right.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird!
It's a plane! It's Superman!
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound, this amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
Send in Lois Lane and Clark Kent. Give me a follow-up on this bullet car story.
Metropolis. Attention. The destruction of your police station today was only a small demonstration of our power. Unless your mayor turns over the entire funds of the city treasury, power plants, firehouses, and all municipal buildings will be next. Take heed. This is your last warning.
What are the authorities going to do about this, Mr. Mayor?
We won't be intimidated by criminal threats. Law and order must and will prevail.
Volunteers!
presses have stopped. The presses have stopped.
This looks like a job for Superman.
Another great scoop for you.
It was easy. Thanks to Superman.
What else do we have?
Well,
Do we have
we've
any else
got,
to show?
what are we looking at here? This is from Superman and the Mole Men right behind me here. You can get a shot of that. And that was actually the feature before it was on television, and they used the feature to find out whether or not it would fly, excuse the pun, but they had the four little creatures with their skull caps on, and they were mole men who came up from the center of the earth and
I remember
to find out why they were drilling into their territory. And, of course, Superman came to the rescue there, and that was with Phyllis Coulson.
Very interesting.
One of the more interesting, it was a two-parter. When it went to television, they changed it to the unknown people and actually cut out about, how many minutes did they cut out?
About 4 minutes.
Yeah, they cut out about 4 minutes and actually had different music.
A color show.
No, it was a black and white.
Was it black and white? That's in color.
Yeah, this is in color. They actually airbrushed it, and a lot of lobby cards that they had airbrushed, they airbrushed the wrong color. In other words, the suit was yellow.
Yeah, they airbrushed the wrong. They airbrushed the black and white suit.
Right. Yeah. On this one, he's got a kind of a purple suit.
Well, that's it's for festive occasion.
Whatever looks good.
For Prince. And then behind us, are we going to do that one?
That's actually a painting of George Reeves in one of his famous candid still shots there. And if you move the camera over to the right, you can get the
can I hold that?
color costume there. And that's 100% wool. And it took 3 to 5 guys after George put his muscles on to help him get into that costume. And very hot on the set. In fact, he had to set in front of a bucket of dry ice with the wind machine going on it in between takes, so that because he dehydrated so much in that suit, and it was very hot.
Well, the days before spandex.
The days before polyester and spandex.
You can sure tell it from where I'm sitting.
Yeah, yes, sure you can.
And then behind that, of course, is
the silk cape. Yeah. And that there's a lot of different capes that they use for the show. That happens to be the cape that they use for the opening of the show, where he's standing with his hands on his hips in front of the American flag. Mm-hmm. And yeah, they had the wind machine blowing his cape, and that's what's left of his color costume.
So as you can see, and a lot of this, of course, all of this is going to be up at the
in
museum
Metropolis,
in
Illinois,
Illinois.
At the Superman Museum.
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound, this amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
What do you think of the professor's show now?
I still think it's pretty dangerous business.
Hope nothing goes wrong.
And I realize, gentlemen, that the safety of the public is of special import to you. Perhaps almost as important to you as my ambitions are to me. But you request that I give up my experiments, Experiments which are the culmination of 30 years of dreaming and planning is impossible. Tonight, those dreams will become real. The Comet of Falcon will be my toy. Under my control, it will be brought to within a mile of us. Then, after a close examination, I'll send it back again into space.
You're tampering with nature endangers thousands of lives.
Yes, and even at the possible cost of those lives, I shall continue my experiment.
I warn you, Professor. We're prepared to stop you.
And I warn you, sir, any interference may prove disastrous. Stop! Listen to me, you meddling fools.
Do you know that the power...
Without that power, the comet is out of my control. The pull of gravity will bring it crashing to Earth any minute. Stop! Do you hear?
City editor.
Look, Chief, the panic's gone. The thing's gone haywire.
Lois. Lois, what happened? Lois. Look.
Are you all right?
Yes, for the moment, but...
Miss Lane, the control.
Oh, Superman, you were wonderful.
You're pretty wonderful yourself.
Oh.
How did you get here?
Thanks to Superman.
This is Adam with the Super Museum here in Metropolis, Illinois, and we're going to try to start doing videos for you guys probably once a week, maybe a couple times a week, featuring an item in the museum to highlight. And it's basically for the people that can't make the trip, like for those of you international viewers. So what we're going to work on today, showing you, is Superman the movie props. Now this piece looks kind of funny, looks a little weird, almost like an octopus. But what this is this is the device that would make his cape flutter in the movies in those iconic scenes when he's flying. Whoosh, floating. This guy right here would sit on his back underneath the cape in the flying harness. So when you think about this running down somebody's back, or and then they have a motor which is right here, sticks into here. And these fingers sit on basically a crankshaft, which when you pull the gear, each one is set to a different height, and it will cause it to do the fluttering movement. We'll give you a little example. Now, there's a little diagram on this for all of this that would sit on top of his back. The motor would sit here, and then there would be a little probably a sprocket connected over here to the speed control, which is off the two batteries. And if you look really close, you can see in faded out permanent marker where it says Reeves from the production company. So, I mean, it's seen better days, but it's pretty rudimentary in its design for, 1978. Just basically like an RC car motor with a battery, deep battery plugged in. But I think it's a very neat item, and if you go and you talk to collectors, some of them out there that have Christopher Reeve props, there's a couple capes out there that have long channels sewn into the backs of the capes where these little fingers would sit down in and cause it to do the floating, flying motions. Well, that's all for this item, and I will see you guys again next week. Goodbye from the Super Museum in Metropolis, Illinois.
Up in the sky, look! It's a bird! It's a plane! It's Superman!
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound, this amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
And I still say Manhattan rightfully belongs to my people.
Possibly, but just what do you expect us to do about it?
You have a newspaper. Publish the truth. Have the island vacated immediately.
It's fantastic.
Why, that's ridiculous.
Ridiculous? Maybe modern science will make you think differently.
I've never heard anything so absurd.
You know, from the look in his eyes, I'd almost believe he was in earnest.
No, he's just a harmless crank.
Come ahead, Miss Lane. You wouldn't want to miss this story, I'm sure. Just a precautionary measure. Now, Miss Lane, get ready for the greatest story of your career.
Come on, Kent. Let's get out of here.
This looks like a job for Superman.
Our girl is still down there.
You know, Lois, the old island looks just as good as ever.
That's right, Clark. Thanks to Superman.
Oh, hey guys. Just doing a little cleaning, but who's got time for that when there's so much Superman around here? We got the wigs from the movies, we got the backpack, come over here. Oh my God, I don't have time for this. We got a giant doomsday statue in here. No, wait, not over here, come over here. We got Jimmy Olsen, we got the costume, we got the knowledge crystals. Oh my God, there's so many props from the movies. Oh my God, there's the flying harness. Come on. Oh my God, we're missing so much. There's all the balls and posters.
Balls!
Small little Lois and Clark. Oh my God, there's costume there. There's a costume over there. It's green used. Come on. Oh, we're in George Reeves' exhibit. Everybody's favorite slow down here. George Reeves pull away Clark Kent shirt. Mr. Kryptonite. The wigs from Superman and the Mole Men. George Reeves color costume. Come on. We just shot the other video about the script cover. There it is. Woo! Oh, sorry guys, gotta get back to cleaning. It's Adam from the Super Museum. Be sure to visit. Bye.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird!
It's a plane! It's Superman! Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to soar higher than any plane, this amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
On this peaceful island crowned by the great volcano Mount Mauna Kea occurred the mightiest eruption that ever shook the earth, burying the beautiful city beneath it in molten lava and creating destructive tidal waves that raced around the world. For 300 years this mighty volcano lay dormant. A new and more beautiful city sprang up at its base. But now, after centuries of inactivity, slight tremors are being felt. At the Bureau of Meteorology, a group of scientists watchfully check delicate instruments to determine the seriousness of this renewed activity. And I want you to send me some real stories. Now, here are your steamship tickets, and here are your press passes. You'll need these down there. Goodbye, good luck, and for Pete's sake, see if you two can work together for a change.
Right, Chief.
So long.
That's funny. Say, Lois, do you have my press pass?
What makes you think I've got it?
Sorry, sir, but you'll have to get one down at headquarters.
Thanks. You go on ahead, Lois, and I'll join you later. Now, what did I do with that?
Poor Clark. Too bad he lost his pass.
And from all indications, we can expect things to start popping at any time. In order to save the city, we've decided to blast the higher rim of the crater, thereby diverting a flow of lava away from the city and into the ocean below.
Is the chief in? I'd like to see him about a press pass.
He'll be back shortly. Won't you have a seat?
Thanks.
Wait here. Hello? Hello? Send up that car in a hurry. Hello? 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 Miss Lane?
This way!
Lois! This looks like a job for Superman. How's the story coming, Lois?
Oh,
fine, Clark. Too bad you weren't in on it.
Maybe I would have been if I hadn't lost my past.
Here are some of the props from Superman movies. As you can see, they are preserving a great part of film history.
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to soar higher than any plane, this amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
Nuts, popcorn, get your hot roast
All right, folks, only a dime. 1/10 of a dollar. You're just about to witness the most amazing sample of Texicorian art the world has ever seen.
Sorry, old fellow.
Fine thing. Ace newspaper woman scares monkey.
Ace newspaper woman reviews circus. What an assignment.
Yeah, too bad, Lois. Looks like a great night for a murder or fire or something.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. Step right up and
That's
get
your cue, Lois.
The show's about to start. Only a few minutes before the performance begins. So hurry, hurry, hurry.
Get going, Joe. Let's see what's cooking. This is a job for Superman. Lucky Lois. Always gets her story.
And luckily, she lives to write it.
Thanks to Superman.
Here are some celebrities that have been to the Super Museum. I'm sure it brings back memories for them. As you can see, they enjoy it just as much as everybody else.
speeding bullets, 4 Powerballs and a locomotive, able to soar higher than any plane, this amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
Lois Lane of the Daily Planet.
Clark Kent, Planet.
And in operation, this stabilizer is one of the most effective yet devised, representing an investment in years.
How'd you like to be making the test flight in this, Lois?
Maybe I will.
Fine chance.
Everyone off, please. Everyone off.
Come on, Lois. That's us. Say, by the way, Lois. Lois.
Nothing will interfere with voyage to Tokyo.
Help! Help! Japs are stealing the down bomber. Hurry up!
Attention, all pilots. Giant bomber being stolen. Take off immediately.
Well-placed bomb will stop pursuit.
This looks like a job for Superman.
Where you are. Leave plane immediately, or KAL will be released.
Okay, little man. You win. Well, you're safe in this plane, Lois.
I'd feel much safer if Superman were here.
To continue the series of what's in the Super Museum, some of the highlighted items, some of the items that a lot of people don't know about. A lot of people they see it and they don't know what it is, or they don't understand, what it was used for or how it was used. What we have here is George Reeves, the last 3 episodes of The Adventures of Superman he directed. So in honor of that, a friend of his made him a George Reeves director's notebook cover. So this is where the script would go inside, and then everybody knows that belonged to George Reeves. And here's the book, and usually it would have a script in it. And this is the cover, front and back. Excellent shape for the amount of uses that it got. And here's George with the script binder, is what it's called, and he was pretty proud of this. He got his Actors Guild card with this binder, using it as a director. And the last 3 episodes of The Adventures of Superman, George actually directed. So he was on to bigger and better things in his mind as far as getting more behind the camera, behind the scenes. And between that and talks of being the next Dick Tracy of television, and a lot of people didn't know that, and an additional 26 episodes of Superman, which hadn't cleared final yet, but was already being talked about and discussed. And from what I heard, it was a green light from Noel Neill. But this is it. That's the real deal. That's George's script binder, and there's a picture of him again of him using it. Quite a unique find. Thank you, Chuck Harder, for that. And we appreciate you tuning in every once in a while to see some of these things, because it's amazing. It's the amazing world of Superman.
Up in the sky, look! It's a bird! It's a plane! It's Superman! Faster than a streak of lightning, more powerful than the pounding surf, mightier than a roaring hurricane. This amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
Stupid. It's about time you showed up. Come on, hand it over.
Okay, boss. Here it is. This is a swell racket, boss. And this Superman outfit, it works like a charm. Gee, boss, it was only a fin.
Next time, it'll be a Mickey fin.
Friend turns foe. Well, that's ridiculous. It couldn't be Superman. What do you make of it, Clark?
Hey, you two. The editor wants you to cover the opera tonight. And don't forget, it's formal.
Good. Now I can wear my new evening gown. It is Superman.
Well, my double's in for some trouble.
It ain't me, it's the boss. He made me do it. Oh, take it easy, will you, Mr. Superman? Give me a chance. I'll come clean. I'll talk. Honest, I'll talk. Oh, don't touch me.
I knew there was more to the story.
Well, did you enjoy the opera? What's the matter, stupid? Did you lose your tongue? Don't stand there like a dummy. Give me the jewels. Are you trying to double-cross me? Why, you...
Hey, boss, that's Mr. Superman.
Well, I didn't expect to see you here.
Next time you'll play Superman.
Boy, have I got a story. What's the matter, Bright Eyes? The opera get you down?
Just been dreaming I was Superman.
Fine Superman you'd make.
Well, I can dream, can I?
Speaking of George Reeves, which we get a lot of questions about the various costumes and some of the things in here worn by George Reeves used on the show. This is an original color George Reeves costume from 1957. And it's made out of wool. Of course, George was allergic to wool, which made it very difficult, but it was the only thing available. They didn't really have polyester back in this day. And so these are his original boots. And it's the only pair of existing boots. It's got the zippers in the back, and then as far as the costume goes, you've got the complete costume, and worn by George Reeves. Speaking of George again, we've got a pair of brown boots, Superman boots. They're made out of suede leather, worn by George Reeves and Kirk Allen. A lot of people that come to the museum don't realize the fact that when you're looking at George's boots for the brown and gray costume, you're looking at Kirk Allen's boots at the same time. See this flap right here? that used to be lace-up. And what they did was, and lace-up, you can recognize it for what it is. It's got the holes on the inside, and the boot's laced up. Well, if you look at Kirk Allen's boot, you're going to find that George wore Kirk Allen's boots as Superman for the first time when he put the suit on. And so you've got the zipper in the back, and you've got the boots worn by Kirk Allen as Superman in 1948 and 1950, and then these boots were handed over to George, and they had the same shoe size. So George wore Kirk's Superman boots in the first season of The Adventures of Superman, starring George Reeves. And that's basically it as far as these goes. They've worn pretty well. And Kirk told me that he also wore these boots during the celebrity baseball game that he dressed up as Superman in. And we also have a picture of that. I guess we'll show you afterwards. But Kirk Allen was in a celebrity as a fundraiser and was in a celebrity baseball game with Bob Hope. And these are the boots that he wore. So both Superman wore the same boots. So, you know, you'd have to say that the value on these is twice as much. No, I don't know. But other than knowing the boots and knowing that when George put these on, he had a zipper. This one's tore up a little bit, but he had a zipper, and Kirk Allen had the lace up, which is apparent on each boot here, for both of them. A little tidbit I thought you might want to know.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird!
It's a plane! It's Superman!
In the endless reaches of the universe, there once existed a planet known as Krypton, a planet that burned like a green star in the distant heavens. There, civilization was far advanced and had brought forth a race of supermen whose mental and physical powers were developed to the absolute peak of human perfection. But there came a day when giant quakes threatened to destroy Krypton forever. One of the planet's leading scientists, sensing the approach of doom, placed his infant son in a small rocket ship and sent it hurtling in the direction of the Earth just as Krypton exploded. The rocket ship sped through star-studded space, landing safely on Earth with its precious burden, Krypton's sole survivor. A passing motorist found the uninjured child and took it to an orphanage. As the years went by and the child grew to maturity, he found himself possessed of amazing physical powers. Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. This amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
I'll say. Who could sleep for a racket like this?
But it's been going on every night since we've been interned. What do you suppose it could be?
Could be sabotage, I hope.
Me too. But who? Clark, do you suppose...
Yes, Lois?
Oh, nothing. Just a silly hunch that maybe Superman might be over here.
Quiet. Do not talk. Shanasta! The sabotage must stop at once. Konetawa!
Clark! It is Superman. I just saw him. Swell chance they've got of catching him.
Miss Lane?
This way, please. How does it feel to be home? Smile, please.
How about Clark Kent? Did he get away?
No. No, he's still over there. But don't worry, Superman promised to look after him.
Sweet new car. Come on down here to the Super Museum. We got great deals. If you want to bring it on, zoom it on down in here. We got a sweet Corgi, made in Britain, I know, van. Might have seen it on Superman the movie. Looks like a news van. Back doors open, like they should. Windows don't roll down, but it's cool. It's got air conditioning. It's got a sweet 79 Buick Regal here, Britannia. Doors open and close. It's got glass. Windows don't roll up, so I suggest you don't live in a moist climate. And you got this guy. I don't know what it is, but it comes with a limo driver, and it punches the cars in front of you, so if you get stuck in a traffic jam, say, see you later. For our more distinguished clientele, we do have the Daily Planet Chopper, which you can avoid all of the nonsense of your daily day traffic, and you just land right on top of the building. Don't let it get stuck on the roof wires, though, and fall over like in the certain scenes that you've seen before. Here I come. Punch. All right. Thank you very much. See you guys later. At the Super Museum. I said it at the beginning.
You say it at the end, too.
Shameless plug. Come see us at the Super Museum, Metropolis, Illinois.
It's a plane! It's Superman! Faster than a streak of lightning. More powerful than the pounding surf. Mightier than a roaring hurricane. This amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
Flash. Following closely in the wake of a series of baffling crimes, the body of an elderly man has just been found in the marsh flats outside the city. He has been identified as the watchman at the Metropolis munitions plant.
There's a story, or I'm no reporter.
He is believed to be the victim of an organized ring of saboteurs. More news later.
Sounds like there might be a story at the plant, Lois.
Lois? Me name is Louis, not Lois. Gee whiz, everybody interpolates me name wrong. It's Louis. L-O-U-I-S. Lois. Louise. Lucy. Now I'm so mixed up, I don't know who I am.
Okay, Watchman. Take your post in the main shop and be on the alert. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Oh, pardon me.
upstairs, 12 o'clock. Very important. Report upstairs, 12 o'clock. Very important. I wonder what the big shot wants.
That was a good job you did on the watchman last night. Now, how about that dynamite charge under the shops?
It's wired to the switch on the plant floor below. When the new watchman pulls that switch tonight, the whole place will...
Get that girl.
All right, man. Now load in the dynamite.
Jones speaking.
Hello, Jones. We're ready for the test. Send out the torpedo immediately.
Immediately. Here comes the torpedo now. And that old hulk out there is the target. Naturally, for experimental purposes, there is no explosive in the torpedo.
Okay, stand by. Ready? Fire!
Miss Lane, are you all right?
Superman. They're about to blow up the plant.
Hurry, throw that switch.
to their little act, and this puts an end to yours, Clark Kent.
Hi there, this is Adam from the Super Museum again. This is the second video, so I thought we'd bring another prop in. This is the screen-used mask that they used in Smallville Season 9, Episode 4, Echo. And it's made out of latex foam rubber, and you can see the back, and they did really detailed carvings on the clay version, so this looks fantastic. Looks even better in person, which is all the more reason for you guys to come and visit us at the Super Museum in Metropolis, Illinois. Anyway, in this episode, Jor-El gives Clark his, like a trial of his super hearing, so he's able to hear Lois's thoughts and become more super as it is. But this episode involves Toy Man and his plot for trying to blow up a bunch of people and his funny mask. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll try to come back next week with another video, and we'll figure out something else to surprise you guys with. Thanks again.
Than a streak of lightning, more powerful than the pounding surf, mightier than a roaring hurricane. This amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
Dr. Jordan. Dr. Jordan.
You deny poisoning Dr. Jordan, yet you admit these fingerprints are yours.
Yes, but you don't.
That's all.
Kent speaking.
Hello, Daily Planet. This is Dr. Wilson of the Egyptian Museum. I've just uncovered something that may free Miss Hogan.
Yes, Doctor. I've been feeling much better lately, but I'll be right over. I'll see you later, Lois. Doctor's orders.
Doctor, my eye.
Dr. Jordan was the world's foremost student of hieroglyphics. Most of our priceless specimens were brought back by him, even the mummy of King Tush. Among his possessions, I uncovered this ancient Egyptian tablet and find it to be a secret curse of the tomb of King Tush. He who disturbs the eternal sleep of King Tush shall perish. This tablet may well be Miss Hogan's passport to freedom. Come with me, please. Over 3,000 years ago, the valley of the Upper Nile was ruled by an old and powerful king. He had been warring with the Lower Nile for many years, and just before the old king died, he called his son to him, a young boy of 12. He commanded his giant guards to swear an oath of eternal allegiance to the boy prince, to guard him constantly in this world and the next. Shortly after, the old king died. A youth of 12 now ruled the kingdom of 10 million people. But the boy was not fashioned for such responsibilities, and being of a sickly nature, soon became ill himself. Never was a person attended more faithfully than this youth, yet he withered away and soon died. True to their oath of allegiance, each of the royal guards drank poison, so that they might continue to protect the spirit of their young king in the Valley of the Dead. Here in these catacombs, Dr. Jordan has reconstructed the burial vault exactly as he first discovered it in one of the pyramids. Working for years in absolute and frenzied secrecy, he finally duplicated an ancient mystic formula, which he called the fluid of life. Just before he was found dead, Dr. Jordan had inoculated each of the mummies of the giant guards. They were supposed to return to life, but somehow the test failed. Dr. Jordan was found here at the feet of King Tush. The rest you know. But what you don't know, Mr. Kent, and what I am equally certain of, is that Dr. Jordan violated the ancient warning by attempting to open the coffin of King Tush. Poisonous needle. That's how Dr. Jordan was killed.
Yes, and Miss Hogan is a free woman.
This is one time I've scooped you, Lois.
Yes, lucky for you, I was hurt.
Incidentally, who told you I was at the museum?
My mummy done told me.
Here are some items collected from all the different Superman TV series. From the adventures of Superman to the current CW series, there is something from every show. As you can see, Superman is a huge part of television history as well.
the endless reaches of the universe, there once existed a planet known as Krypton, a planet that burned like a green star in the distant heavens. There, civilization was far advanced and had brought forth a race of supermen whose mental and physical powers were developed to the absolute peak of human perfection. But there came a day when giant quakes threatened to destroy Krypton forever. One of the planet's leading scientists, sensing the approach of doom, placed his infant son in a small rocket ship and sent it hurtling in the direction of the Earth just as Krypton exploded. The rocket ship sped through star-studded space, landing safely on Earth with its precious burden, Krypton's sole survivor. A passing motorist found the uninjured child and took it to an orphanage. As the years went by and the child grew to maturity, he found himself possessed of amazing physical powers. Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. The infant of Krypton is now the man of steel, Superman. To best be in a position to use his amazing powers in a never-ending battle for true justice, Superman has assumed the skies of Clark Kent, mild-mannered reporter for a great metropolitan newspaper.
I'm sick of this fool masquerade. I shall be glad when I'm finished with my work here.
Herr Kapitän, the submarine fleet commander is impatient for news of the American convoy.
He will be advised of its location shortly. To your post. By still.
Lieutenant. Lieutenant Fleming.
Miss Lane.
Yes?
Here, take these. Important papers. Destroy them.
American stubbornness. I give you just 10 minutes to remember what you did with those papers, or I will be forced to brighten your memory with fire. So!
So what?
Das ist genug.
I suppose Miss Lane's plane has reached the convoy by this time, hasn't it?
We won't soon, Mr. Kent. We're scheduled to meet the convoy ourselves in a few hours.
That's fine.
How's that, sir?
I said that's...
That's fine.
I warn you, Fräulein, unless you talk, I will make no effort to interfere with these natives.
Oh, cut the comic opera stuff.
Very well, Ungala. Even now, if you tell me the location of the papers, I can... I have to look! Your Yankee bravery was in vain! Hurry! Contact submarine fleet commander at once!
Jawohl.
Looks like they're having a party down there.
And us not invited. How do you like that?
What's that? It's Fleming's ship. Empty. I wonder.
Lois. Stay down, Lois.
Come in base 3X. Come in base...
Slagt alles und raus mit euch! You...
Come in base 3X. Come in base 3X.
Torpedoes 1 and 2 ready, Herr Kommandant.
The War Department goes on to say that during this action, an entire fleet of Axis submarines was destroyed by American dive bombers, affording the troop ships a safe crossing.
On the mighty mission, praise the Lord, and pass the ammunition, and we'll all be...
Hey, looking for cool Superman stuff? Or possibly can't find that gift for that special Superman fan in your life? Well, come on down to supermanmuseum.com/super-museum-souvenirs, or also go to supermanstuff.com. There you will be able to get everything from Super Museum snow globes, kryptonite rocks, books, t-shirts, toys, maybe even these cool Clark Kent glasses to go with that Halloween costume coming up. Again, go to supermuseum.com/super-museum-souvenirs, or go to supermanstuff.com. And now back to the show.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird!
It's a plane! It's Superman! Faster than a streak of lightning. More powerful than the pounding surf. Mightier than a roaring hurricane. This amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
And while on a hunting trip, my father discovered what are now known as the Henderson Caverns. More than 40 years ago, he mysteriously disappeared while exploring them further. Recently, I found these maps and charts he left, suggesting that still greater wonders and mysteries lay beyond in this vast underground world. Now, if your paper will help finance the expedition, I will take Miss Lane and Mr. Kent with me and guarantee the Daily Planet exclusive rights to the story.
Sounds like a great story, Chief.
I'd love to go.
Well, let me see. All right, it's a deal.
Thanks, Mr. White. We can leave immediately. Careful now. Those are explosives for the blasting we'll have to do. We're shoving off, Kent. Meet you in the Blue Grotto.
So long, Clark.
See you later, Lois.
According to the map, this next grotto is the furthest any man has ever been.
Is that to be our society?
That's right. The dynamite.
Above his head. Why, the resemblance is remarkable. Is that...
Yes, my father. But what would they be doing with a statue of him?
And the sun! And the sun! And the sun!
And the sun! Lois!
This is a job for Superman.
It's really a great story, Lois. But no one would ever believe it.
In the comics, Superman has always been a big supporter of his fans. Here, Superman fans show their support for the museum.
Faster than a streak of lightning. More powerful than the pounding surf. Mightier than a roaring hurricane. This amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
Now look here, Kent. You can't pick your assignments. Hurry over and cover that consumers meeting.
But, Chief...
But nothing. That's final.
Gosh, that was a close call. I've got to get to police headquarters immediately.
You're damnation Schafskaffer. I send you out to bring back that woman, and what happens? You let her get away and bring me this fool. She must not get to the airport. She must be stopped.
They are probably the largest and most ruthless gang of saboteurs in this country. I know. For 6 months they thought I was one of them. This briefcase contains a list of their names, together with their diabolical plans of destruction. They will stop at nothing to recover these records. I must get them through to Washington.
I understand. I'll see that you have an escort to the airport.
She's got through. She's heading this way. Quick! Hello. She's strapped on a bridge.
The place is surrounded by...
Hello, Erich. Hello, hello. Zum Donnerwetter. Something went wrong. We've got to get those records. Was ist los? Ist denn alles verrückt geworden? Zum Teufel! Was sollen wir tun?
Schmeißt die Wände ein!
Alright, thank you for watching tonight and showing your support for the Super Museum. I hope you enjoyed this event. I'd like to say thank you to the Super Museum for letting me make this for you. One last time, please go to supermuseum.com and supermuseumbrickprogram.com. All the website links that were mentioned here tonight are down below in the description. Thank you again for watching, and good night.